Hi guys, it's Joy with HA Novel Thoughts, and I am back today with more Kindle Unlimited recommendations for you. This week I'm going to be talking about small town romances because who doesn't love a good gossipy small town? This is actually one of my favorite settings. I don't know if you'd call it a trope, but it's definitely one of my favorite settings. I prefer the small town to the big city in books every time because I feel like a lot of times the town becomes part of the book itself. It's a character in itself, if you will. So, let's dive in, shall we? First up, I have Small Town Heart by Andrea Johnston. A Small Town Heart is about a girl with the big city living dreams, only to break down and realize that her heart belongs in a small town. She was on her way to Austin, driving through, and she breaks down and she goes to get her car fixed, and it's going to take days, and she needs money. So she starts working at this little cafe, and she falls in love with the owner. I'm sorry. The owner is like a grandmother to her. And then in walks this adorable military man. And he walks in and she's like, oh, well, it can't be anything serious because I'm going to leave and blah, blah, blah. But is love enough to make her stay? The next one I have is Waiting for Her by Jennifer Van Wyck. Waiting for Her was so much more than your average second chance romance. Bree and Grady broke and healed my heart in one fell swoop. Okay, so Bree and Grady broke up because she was scared of getting commitment. They were high school sweethearts. So she comes back. She's a journalist, and they want her to interview him about the team he coaches. And it's just really, it's a different kind of sports romance. It's the take on it is different. But let me just tell you, this was probably my all-time favorite Jennifer Van Wyck book. And I can't even describe how much I loved it because the emotions were just so real and so pure, and you were rooting for them to get back together, even though they've made mistakes in the past. It's just so good. Then I also have All I Need and A Better Place by Jennifer Van Wyck. All I Need is an emotional story that'll have you laughing, crying, and smiling. The characters in town will steal your heart. A Better Place was such an excellent story of a strong single mom who puts her son's needs before her own in the struggle to find the balance of her dating life. So those are all in the same town. Some characters interconnect in these, and it's just really a good book. Good. It's not a series of standalones, but they can be read grouped together. Next up, I have Best Laid Plans and Best of Intentions by L.K. Farlow. The third book in that series is coming out in September. Best Laid Plans is a brother's best friend romance with a secret baby / second chance. It has like all of it going on. Because the guy didn't remember sleeping with her, and so she got pregnant and she never told anybody whose baby it was. And then lo and behold, he comes strutting his butt right back into town, and the secret ain't gonna stay secret much longer. And it's emotional, and you can tell that Kate is actually a mother because the way that the single mom is written, she was so relatable, and she totally understood how a mom felt. And then we have Best of Intentions, which is her best friend and her brother from the first book. So it's a best friend's brother. The first one was brother's best friend. You get the point. And she's always had a crush on him, on her brother, on her best friend's brother. And she finally makes the move, but then he kind of rejects her, and he goes hot and cold multiple times throughout the book, and it's so irritating for her, and she has some self-esteem issues because she's diabetic, and she has a pump, and so it's a lot going on, and it's really going to hurt your heart, but it's also going to make you swoon and fall in love, and it's just so excellent. The next series I have is Weather the Storm, Uphill Battle, and Coming Up Roses, also by L.K. Farlow. This one is the Southern Roots series, and it follows 3 girls that are best friends, and they all work at the same hair salon. Coming Up Roses is a surprise pregnancy. An Uphill Battle is like a frenemies to lovers. And then Weather the Storm, which is my favorite of the 3, excuse me, is friends to lovers. And it's so stinking adorable. Next, we have Tumble by Adriana Locke. The second book, Tangled, is already out. This is a 60-second chance romance set in a small town with a single father that you won't be able to resist. From heartbreak to falling back in love, the story will captivate you. There is one thing that I know lots of people have had issues with. I personally had no issues with it, but lots of other people did. So just beware. You may not love it as much as I did because of this, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because I think you should just go and read it. Plus, it's free in Kindle Unlimited, and the audio is free. So there you go, right? Next, I have Crank by Adriana Locke. This is the first book in the series for that book, and I cannot think of the title, and I don't have, the Gibson Boys series. I've only read this book, but I have very, very high intentions of reading the rest of the series within the next few weeks because the final book in the series, which is The Cousin Peck, it's his book is coming out, and I'm dying for Peck's book. I think everyone has wanted his book from the first book. So, definitely read it. That one is not free audio, but Tangled, free audio. Or Tangled and Tumbled are both free audio. Next, I have Promise Her by Andrea Johnson. It is an emotional second chance romance where a widow falls for her husband's best friend in the beginning of a military series spinoff. This book, it sounds taboo, right? Because it's like the widow's husband's best friend, but there's so much more going in play that you're not going to be like, oh, this is wrong. This is dirty. Because it's really not. And you're going to fall in love and you're like, oh, this is so awesome. Because that's how I felt. I loved it. And there's a little bit of suspense in there. And we all know how this girl feels about suspense. So let me just tell you, you'll want to read it. Then I have Caulk Tease, Caulk by Alexandria Bishop and Megan Green. This was like a role reversal, brother's best friend, small town romance. It was so good. It was fun, it was sexy, it's fast paced, and it's a great to the start of a series, and I cannot wait for the rest of the books in this series. I believe there'll be 2 more, which will be the brother and the sister's book who own the company, the construction company. And finally, I have A Piece of My Heart, Pizza, by Tegan Hunter. It was a slice of laughter and a slice of sweetness, all wrapped up in a cute friends lovers story. This was very mild drama. I've talked about it before in one of my videos, but it's very light on the drama and not. She told us there's going to be very low drama. It's going to be fun. It's going to be easy. It's a really fast-paced, quick, fun read. A little bit of hate to love, but not a lot because it's mostly friends to lovers, and it's really just a cute book. And if you're looking for low angst, low drama, this is a definite read for you. That is it for Small Town Romance. As I read more Small Town Romance and any other Kindle Unlimited books, I will be adding them to my website, and I will drop a link down below for you to find that. In the meantime, if you want to see something specific, trope, or category from Kindle Unlimited, drop it in the comments and I will get it done for you. Thank you. Have a good day.